I think we got Matt Taylor on the line, ready to hit him up.
Maytay Colts?
Maytay Colts, yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. All right, join us now, second guest for Espresso Radio, second interview, our main man, Matt Taylor from the Indianapolis Colts, sideline reporter. How you doing, Matt?
I'm just concerned I wasn't the first guest. What's the deal?
Well, we had to get our guy Kevin Bowen. You know, he had the in-studio access, so
You got to go with one of your own.
yeah,
Okay.
it worked out.
You got to go with one of your own. The guy on the inside, pub your own. I get it. It's cool. No worries.
Worked out a little bit better for us, so I'll apologize about that.
That's fine. toe that company line. Earn that paycheck. I got you.
What? I mean, it's been crazy this last week or so inside the Colts world. How's it been for you?
Yeah, it's been crazy. I mean, I hate to say it's too crazy because you still got a little bit of a job to do. You still got to report what's going on. But once the official word came out, I think a week from last Sunday, then it was kind of all hands on deck. Let's churn out as much content as we can on Frank Reich and kind of turn the page on the rest of the off season. Most NFL teams don't have a coaching search that goes on for a month and a half. There's some unique, situations and scenarios that go into that that everybody is well aware of. So, it's unique, but I think the Colts are in a good position now to put themselves in a good position the rest of the offseason with, some of the major off-season dates coming up. The Combine basically in a week and a half. Free agency is really important for this club. That's in basically a month, and then the third pick in the April draft. So it's going to be an impactful and eventful off-season for the Colts, and the first major event, if you will, the new head coach is finally over.
Maytay, what's up? It's Ben Polizzi. How you doing, man?
How we be? You all right?
I'm good, dude. Hey, who the Colts picking?
I have no idea. I haven't even gotten that far.
Who do you want them to pick?
I'm not a big draft guy, and I know that sounds terrible to say. I don't know. It's tough for me to get all. I don't get as pumped up for the draft as everybody else does. It's sort of like a necessary evil
because you never know
for my job. Right. It's like trying to make sense of something that you have absolutely no grip on. And so, I treat the draft like I treated my college finals. 2 weeks out, I'll just hit it hard. 2 weeks out, just cram.
Yeah. I got you.
Know exactly what you need to know. Sound like you know what you're talking about, but really you try to get by on. Because at the end of the day, it's 2018. You guys have already put out 4 mock drafts, right? I'll just
actually
read,
5.
I'll just read what you guys have to say.
Offense or
everybody else is doing it.
Offensive or defensive threat for the Colts? Who do they need more? Or what do they need more?
Yeah, there's this big debate right now as to is it Saquon Barkley or should it be Bradley Chubb? And if you just kind of keep it simple and go offense and defense, what's a more rare talent? Is it easier to find a good running back or is it easier to find a great pass rusher? And I think it's more rare to find a great pass rusher because they don't hit the open market very often because, you know what I mean?
I'm with you.
Those teams, they covet those pass rushers. And I'm not saying Saquon Barkley won't be a difference maker and a great player in the NFL. He might be the best player in the draft, but I'm kind of leaning more towards you guys because if it were up to me, you've got a little bit of explosiveness at running back right now with Marlon Mack and then a pretty good option with Robert Turbin. On the defensive side of the ball, if you do make that switch to a 4-3, which by all accounts the Colts will, they really don't have much right now in the way of pass rushers, game-changing pass rushers, and the Colts haven't had that since Robert Mathis in 2013. So I think you could get a running back if you're prioritizing one maybe later in the draft, around 2 or 3, get a pretty good running back there to help, put in the stable at the RB position on offense. But I think it's if you don't get Chubb in the first round, then I think there's a big drop off between him and the rest of the pass rushers in the first round, and you really need a difference maker on that side of the ball as you transition defenses.
That's our answer.
We do know that you're a big impression guy. I know you're a big impression guy. So I've got a couple things I want you to try out, and I know it's a little spur of the moment, but I think you'll be good at them if that's cool.
Like, I didn't know I was going on Jimmy Fallon, but that's cool too. Wheel of impressions. Let's just do it.
Wheel of impressions.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, I got a couple
just
for
make
you.
the magic here.
Yeah, I got a couple for you. We'll start off. Don Fisher, the voice of the Indiana Hoosiers, longtime voice. Don Fisher ordering at the drive-thru at like McDonald's.
He's at McDonald's?
Sure.
Yeah, hi. I'll take a number 4, please. And can I supersize that? Can I supersize? Actually, no. I don't want the regular Big Mac. I'll take the Junior Mac and hold the special sauce. Also, I have a coupon. I have a coupon for 2 number 4s. Hold the special sauce. Make them both Junior Macs.
He would have a coupon.
I'm on my way to a bowl game. I'm starving in line here at McDonald's.
I'm starving. Okay, that was good. Hit a home run out of that first one. Now the second one. How about this is kind of weird because it's somebody doing an impression of somebody who's doing an impression, but can we get a little Donnie Baker? Donnie Baker when he found out that Josh McDaniels was turning the Colts down.
Oh man, that's tough. That's really tough. What would Donnie Baker say? Actually, can I flip it on you? Can I flip the script on you?
Sure.
And how about Donnie Baker reacting to Frank Reich being hired?
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Does that work?
Yeah, definitely. Whatever you want to do.
Hey, Ben and Jerry, I swear to God, that's a great hire because Frank Reich, he's been around, man. He used to back up Jim Kelly. He knows the whole playbook like the back of his hand because he was also working with Peyton Manning and stuff. And he would, Manning would bring him over to his house and they would do Thanksgiving and stuff. And they would still watch film during breaking of the bread. I swear to God, man, who does that? He's watching film, man. Instead of watching the Cowboys and Eagles, he's breaking down the next 3 weeks of the Jacksonville Jaguar game tape. Who does that, man? That's crazy. But anyways, Frank Reich's a good dude, man. We used to play Little League All-Stars back in Pennsylvania. His dad was the head coach, and he was even a backup then. Couldn't even start a catcher. I swear to God. Frank Reich, man, what a good dude.
Oh, my God. That's, man, I tell you, for people that I run the board and I produce the pregame show and the postgame show for the Colts during the regular season, the preseason, and all that. And so during breaks sometimes, Matt will just reel off the Don Fishers, the Donnie Baker. And man, I got to tell you knocked it out of the park there. That's a special skill, my friend.
Frank Reich, man. That's a good hire right there. That's like 10 wins right there. Put it down to the money line in Vegas, Beckett.
So that's Donnie Baker, famous from Bob and Tom Show, stand-up comedian. Everybody knows that. And then Don Fisher, the voice of the Indiana Hoosiers. So, Matt, well done, sir. I appreciate that a lot.
All right, boys.
Yeah,
I guess puppet time is over.
Yeah, definitely. I know you got a little baby girl you probably got to go take care of and everything, and it's a busy time for the Colts. So always appreciate the time.
Hold up, real quick. I got one more.
Okay.
If you have like a minute, can you tell us where Andrew Luck is and what he's doing in JMV's voice?
Oh man, that's perfect because all I have to do is just sound clueless because
that's fine. No, that's perfect.
That's a good segue right there because look at this bad boy. Wherever you want to start here with Andrew Luck in mind, was across the pond over in the Netherlands, practicing his downhill skiing evidently because they keep taking every single gold medal in the Winter Olympics. But also in mind, he's now in L.A., supposedly, working with some doctors, some gurus, some throwing coaches, what have you. Listen, all I want Andrew Luck to come do is come shred the AFC South. Can we have that happen, please? Shred the AFC South, beat Jacksonville, knock out Houston, 10 wins, that bad boy in 2018, restore the glory, all right, restore the glory of what this franchise is. Tony, I got to hit a break. Tony's mad. Tony's over there saying I got a break. Coming up, Mike Chappell, bottom of the hour. Your phone calls and more coming up next.
There it is, Matt Taylor, man of many skills. I appreciate the time, Matt. Thanks.
All right, guys.
See you,
Have
man.
fun.
Thank you.
Again, that's Matt Taylor, sideline reporter on the radio side for the Indianapolis Colts, as well as the radio manager broadcasting over there, so he does a whole lot. And then also Southside guy, Roncalli grad as well, so one of our boys.